Nutrien in Melbourne is fast approaching, but I'm down here in Tasmania at the minute, catching up with Kerri Hymers from Tourello Standardbreds. Firstly, welcome to Nutrien, and hopefully you enjoy the experience.
Yes, thank you very much. So far it's been really good. We've had such support from Mark Barton, actually, and he's really welcomed us on board. So it's our first year bringing yearlings over, and we've got a team of 16 coming. So, it's nerve-wracking, but really exciting too.
I will say what we're saying about thank yous, and now I've got to say a big thank you to Tas Racing, because I'm actually over here prior to the Tassie sale. When this interview goes up, it'll be after that, so we're not going to know how they went or how they didn't. You've got a draft of 6 going through that sale, but Tas Racing were kind enough when I asked if I could do this interview. Absolutely, there was not a worry at all, which has got to be so great for a breeder in Tasmania to have, your governing body, if you like, behind you, said, yep, please promote them, get them out there. They want them to be promoted. That's got to be so great for you guys as a starter here in Tasmania.
Yes, it is. Tas Racing have been very supportive of us. It's terrific, and our horses are all Tas bred, so it's great. They'll probably end up coming back and racing in Tasmania. And we've also got the opportunity to race for the Tas Racing slot in the Eureka, which is another really exciting thing for us, all of our Tas bred horses.
Yeah, so how that will actually work is that basically they're going to have a race here for Tas bred horses eligible to compete. If you fit the criteria, you can compete in this race to the winner, then gets to represent Tasmania in the Eureka slot race. So fair bit of intrigue over and above, plus the bonuses, plus the Nutrien. They're all eligible then for the Nutrien races as well. Tourello do things a little bit. We could itemise. We'd sit down and start working through the pedigrees of all the horses. We're not going to do that. You're trying to change things up a little bit. You try to do things a little bit differently, or a lot differently, probably is a better way of saying it, but trying to reintroduce, because a lot of people might say, well, why would you want to introduce colour? But colour was actually there. It was bred out because people wanted plain. Now people are going back. They like the colour. They embrace the colour, and that's one of those things that interests you. Where did that interest come from, Kerri?
As a child, a young girl, I always wanted a coloured horse, and lo and behold, there was Pinto Paces. So I actually joined this club, and they used to issue a newsletter of all the Pintos bred in Australia, and so it sort of eventuated from there. When I grew up and was able to afford my own horses, I've just collected them like handbags.
So it's a bit of a dream, if you like, but it's slowly progressing.
Yes, it is, and it's taken quite a few years to get where we are. There's a lot of genetics involved in the colour selection, and so we've actually bred 4 Palominos, and 2 of which we're offering in both Tasmania and Nutrien this year. So it's another exciting time for us. We sold one last year at another sale, and it brought us a lot of traffic. There was so many people came to have a look at the horses, and we ended up selling them to really well-known stables, and they're doing good, so hopefully the same thing will happen this year. We had a lot of interest from the UK, America and other states. Buyers came down from Queensland to look at them, so hopefully that'll be the same this year at the Nutrien sale.
I think once some of the pictures start getting out there, and once you get your photos done and put up there and people start seeing the colour of them, they're going to go, wow. And as you just said then, it's going to create interest. I think, as you said last year, Matty Craven bought the Palomino, and the Tyndales bought the skew ball that was by Rock and Roll Dance from memory. You've got a couple of Rock and Roll Dances again this year. Obviously, we say about genetics, you've got Metropolitan, Tell-All. Is that one of the reasons these stallions stand for you, because they actually have those genetics about them as well?
Oh, no, that's not the reason. They have their own credentials, the stallions. There's a reason behind every stallion that we've purchased. On their performance and their matches to some of our broodmares. So we were really lucky to pick up some of these stallions from various places. So they all have their purpose, our guys, and they do have the winners going around. Lincoln Royal's doing really well this year, so we have quite a few fillies available this year by him. Really nice, upstanding fillies. So
get plenty of Kiwis follow. We've got to call him Sir Lincoln as well because he's one of the more unique horses. He's got two names on two different sides of the ditch. The Kiwis will be like, I don't know Lincoln Royal. Well, they'll say, well, we do know Sir Lincoln. He's a funny little horse, isn't he?
Yeah, and it's quite amazing. All the winners that are coming are actually come over from New Zealand. Like we've got Cranbourne at the moment doing a really, really good job on the track. He won the Shepparton Cup, so... Yeah, I think they're worth a look, and they won't be out of people's budget either. Having bred them ourselves to our own stallions, we don't have a high reserve on them, so yeah, it gives people the opportunity to get into the market as well. So. And
then hopefully they hit the racetracks and can perform, and then go back to the breeding barn and continue on what you're trying, because one person can't just do it, or one farm. It's a joint effort. You got your partner, you got a lot of staff behind it that are just equally as passionate.
Yeah, we've got some great staff. We've been so busy this year. We've taken on more staff, and yeah, they're doing really well. The yearlings have come along so well. We've actually turned them out to give them a break because. They're well educated, really great to handle already. So, yeah, they deserve a little bit of a spell before they make the big trip across the ocean to Nutrien.
Right, that's the next question. When do you arrive in Victoria? Like this, as I said, this is still almost 6-7 weeks out when we're actually recording this from there. Have you got that far planned?
We do. We're hoping that we'll arrive on the Friday. The horses will leave here on Thursday afternoon, arriving in Melbourne on Friday morning, and we're a bit sooky and we go on the plane instead of the boat, so we'll arrive at the same time as the horses do Friday morning. So we'll be there if people want to come and have a look at the horses, get in early. We'll have all the staff there to lead them out for them. So
we've got the parade on the Saturday, which is April the 1st, and then sale starts Sunday right through to Monday, and it's going to be a long day. I know you've got horses on both sides, yes. Both sides of the day, so you're going to be there early to late, but it's going to be a lot, and as I said, it's a different experience. You haven't sold with Nutrien, you're going to see a whole different way of selling horses.
That's it, yeah. Well, we all enjoy coming over. It's a good time for us to catch up with people that we've met, people that we talk to on the phone or on Facebook. It's great to put a face to the names that we see, and yeah, we'd love to catch up with everybody. So yeah, drop in and see us, and yeah, come and have a look at our big array of horses.
Kerri, thank you. Tourello Standardbreds, congratulations, and hopefully everything goes well. I'll be catching up with you there at the sales complex as well. But yeah, please, on the bottom of the catalogue, Kerri's phone number, give her a call. A little bit hard to get across and inspect them when you're in Tasmania, but as I said, you'll be over there Friday, so you've got plenty of time to get there. And I encourage, look, basically with the Nutrien and the way Nutrien work as a sales complex, sales and selling horses, you need to get there early, get around them, because there's a big draft, especially at Melbourne. There is a very, very big draft, so make sure you've got plenty of time, but don't forget the parade where you'll see the horses that people want to parade, and it's not necessarily their best or their worst, and the ones, because it's like logistically for you, it's going to be hard. It's hard for a lot of people to get every one of those drafts through that parade. But then, Sunday and Monday afternoon, there's going to be a lot of horses being sold, so you need to clear a little bit of time and make sure you're ready for it. So there's going to be a lot of fun. Kerri, thank you. Well done to the guys. They've done a great job parading some of these horses behind. We're not going to say too much about who they are and what they are. I want to keep teasing it out. That's one of the things this far out. Yep. We're teasing and we want people to be able to see them. Once you start putting the pictures up and that, I'm sure you're going to create a lot of attention, that's for sure. So thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you over there at the end of March, start of April.
No worries. Thank you, Paul. But also, yeah, if people want to fly over, like it's only an hour on the plane.
I'm sure Mark Barton won't mind me saying there is a sale. They do have a sale on in Brisbane. Actually, it won't matter because this will be over, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say they can come here to Carrick. He wouldn't mind it. They work together with all sales company Nutrien do, so you will have your sale. So hopefully some people might have come to Carrick, watch some of your draft, come back and see the others. But you're right, it's a beautiful part of the world. I've been spoiled. Melissa and Brooke have been showing me around and showing me some of the sites as well. So it's a beautiful little place. You can cover a lot of ground in a short time as well. So, Kerri, thank you for joining me. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Paul. And yeah, thanks for visiting us at Tourello. Thanks.